This is my keyword outline. Now to my speech on child abuse. Did you know that there are approximately 3 million reports of child abuse each year in the United States? Last year in Georgia, there were 101,563 reports. As you can see, child abuse is still an ongoing issue in the world today, and any child is a potential victim. Today, I'm going to tell you about the main components of child abuse, how it is defined, the different types, and the reasons why it is committed. Now, let's discuss the definition of child abuse. The Muscogee County Sheriff's Office of Columbus, Georgia, defines child abuse as any non-accidental injury or pattern of injuries to a child. It is a mistreatment to a child with no reason behind it at all. According to the Muscogee County Sheriff's Office, child abuse can even happen before the child is born. For example, the mother may not seek proper prenatal care or be abusing drugs or alcohol while pregnant. As I mentioned, we will now discuss the different types of child abuse. According to the May 2, 2001 issue of the Single Parents Network, there are 3 different types of child abuse. The first type is physical abuse. Physical abuse is defined as any physical action toward another, such as hitting, pushing, or spanking. The victim, in this case a child, may feel a sense of worthlessness and as if they deserve to be hit. Some children unfortunately take this with them when they get older and retaliate and do some of the same things that were done to them as a child. The second type of child abuse is sexual abuse. Sexual abuse can start as early as 6 or 7. There are 2 different types of sexual abuse. The first type is sexual interference. Sexual interference is when a child 14 years old or younger is touched in a sexual way or for a sexual purpose. The second type of sexual abuse is sexual exploitation. Sexual exploitation is when a child trusts someone, say a teacher for example, and then that person uses them for sexual activities. Sexual abuse happens to a child usually by someone that he or she knows and is very close to. The abuser tells the child to keep what they're doing a secret. The third and final type of child abuse is emotional and psychological abuse. Emotional abuse is when children are made to feel unworthy and inadequate. They are made to feel this way through verbal abusive treatment. They are often blamed, criticized, and belittled, not only in private, but also in public. The absence of affection or withdrawal of affection is another way that children are made to feel inadequate. Many children that feel unloved will have a very, very difficult time forming healthy relationships with others in their future. Psychological abuse is the aftermath of the abuse that adults feel. According to Sanderson in her 2006 book, Counseling Adult Survivors of Child Sexual Abuse, sexual abuse as well as other types of abuse both have short-term as well as long-term effects on the mind. Symptoms of psychological abuse appear when adults are put in similar situations as to when they were a child. Psychological abuse is detected through therapy, and it's the only way it can cure it. Now that we discussed the different types of child abuse, let's explore the reasons why it is committed. According to a 2003 article in the Marriage and Family Encyclopedia, there is not just one single reason why child abuse happens, but there are several reasons that make environments more prone to it. Today I'm going to discuss 3 of those reasons. One reason is single-parent households. Single parents receive very little financial and emotional support. They are often very stressed and depressed than other parents that are married or in relationships with others. They usually take this stress out on the children, and it often leads to abuse. The second reason is substance abuse. Children that grow up in households where their parents or guardians abuse substances are more likely to be abused themselves. The third reason is a household with 4 or more children. A household with 4 or more children makes it harder for the parent or guardian to adequately interact with the children, and it often leads to abuse. As I wrap up my speech, I want to stress the importance of knowing about child abuse. Today, I have provided you with information about child abuse. I have given you the definitions, the different types, and some reasons why it is committed. Child abuse is still an ongoing and relevant issue in the world today, and any child is at risk. According to statistics, child abuse is reported on average every 10 seconds. Let me end by leaving you with this quote by Cherie Polian. A lot of people in our community don't want to believe that child abuse happens in their neighborhood, but it does.